Hey everyone, Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Gold Digger Girl. I was just having a little bit of issue with my audio, so I'm just gonna check that I'm coming in loud and clear, because you know how that can be sometimes. All right, I can't see your name because StreamYard is weird, but let me know that the audio is coming in okay, all right? So welcome on to day 3. How exciting is this? You can? Okay, cool. We're on Instagram as well, so I gotta make sure everybody's taken care of over there. Hey guys, welcome on to day 3 of this masterclass. You guys, this has just been, you know, when you just start experiencing something that is just so in alignment with like what God wants you to be doing on this earth, right? He's like smiling. He's like, good job. So, because I get to really channel through him, right? To be able to just speak truth into you and to give you hope and inspiration and give you tools and skill sets that you can do this. At the end of the day, that's what this comes down to. That's why we're all here together to say, yes, I can do this. And it feels really good to be surrounded by women like you, and I know we have some men in our community too that are saying, I'm in, like, I want to learn this stuff. I want to crush my business. Like, I want to change my family tree. I know that's who you are because that's who we attract. And it's been so beautiful to work with you guys the last few days. And we've been going all in. The homework, I mean, I can't even keep up with the homework. You guys are doing such a great job. It's been awesome. So welcome to day 3. What I would love for you to do is share in the comments. Did you get your content planned out? How did that feel? Did you write it down on paper? Go a little OG on me. Did you use Trello? Did you use a different platform to schedule out your content, or at least get it mapped out for your themes? What about your Facebook Live, or if you're going to go, live in inside your Facebook group? When and where did you, Christine, I just messaged you. Did you get that figured out and dialed in of what would be a good time each week to get that mapped out? Let me know in the comments, just those big, forward movement actions that you're taking. That's what I'm most interested in. I'm glad you're here, and I want to acknowledge you for making it to day 3, because most people don't make it through these master classes. And then you set up for the next one and the next one and the next one. And like we said, I have a concern around that we're digesting just free content all day long. And we know that us putting these Band-Aids on our business and trying to scoop up information everywhere we turn around isn't going to allow us to build a business, okay? So I'm proud of you for being here. That's huge, but we want to take that action. That's the most important part of this work together. Also, tag a business bestie. So if you're just coming into our community, use the @ symbol and tag at least one friend and let them know that we're streaming live right now, because again, by day 3, people forget about things happening and they are just on to the next thing. Let's rein them in so they can complete this with you and feel really good about that, okay? We do have a winner to announce. I forgot to mention it live yesterday because I was so excited about what we were talking about, but we had a day 2 giveaway. And this is for somebody who completed day 2 homework. You're getting a swag set. So you're going to be able to get a couple of pieces of swag from us. I think maybe I did mention it. I can't remember. Who knows? But either way, the winner is for day 2. It's Kier Rodas. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Kier. So, spell it out. Is it phonetically? How do you say it? Where you say it so the person knows how to pronounce it. Do that for me in the comments if you don't mind. But you won the swag set, which is awesome. So congratulations. Super cool. And also, I want to also encourage you guys to go back through these before we take them down. So as a team, we've decided to keep them up until Tuesday at midnight. We know some of you are like, I've got things going on and I want to go through them again, right? So in guide number 7, we have all of the replays, the homework post, all the details, assets, resources. So we're going to keep everything up until Tuesday at midnight, which means you can come back and watch this content again and again. If you're on Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn, you can go to Gold Digging Boss Babes. That's our largest Facebook group, and you'll find it in the guide section. I just want to remind you guys that what we're teaching you in this time together and inside of our programs, it trumps everything else out there. Okay. We're teaching you how to build a long-term sustainable business that feels really good and it's genuine, authentic. It reflects who you are, but you're interacting with others in a way that is very impactful. It's intentional. And it's not that overnight success. It's not the spamming and the cold messaging. I mean, this is like really putting valuable content out there and creating community and beyond. Obviously, we go way, way beyond Facebook groups inside of our program. So I just want to remind you guys of that. Like, you're rolling up your sleeves and you're learning something new. So be patient with yourself as you go through this process of implementing everything. And today we really are going to get more into the sales psychology and how do we actually take these people and actually close those sales, which I know you guys all have been wondering, how does this actually work? And that's what we're going to cover today. So what I'm going to do, which I think will be really fun, is I'm going to bring from backstage one of our amazing students. She came in into our program in the fall. And so I just love for you guys to get to see others in our community, because when you hear their stories, often you can identify with their stories. And also for some of you, you need to manifest and you need to vision board it up that you get asked to come and be interviewed for a future masterclass that we do, that you are a success story. Like, you get to be in the spotlight, and some of you need to claim that for yourself. So from backstage, I'm going to bring up Janet Parks. Bring up, like, we're like Price is Right. What's up? How's it going?
Hello.
Yay. Thanks for being here, girlfriend.
Thank you for having me. This is such a pleasure. It's an honor
it.
to be on here with you. So I really appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to put your name up there so everyone can go follow you. And I know it's Janet Elaine Parks, right? On Facebook.
Yes, it's okay though. It's okay.
I love it. Okay, cool. So go look for her after we're done, you guys. But I just wanted to bring you on. Obviously, I adore you. And I would love for you to share a little bit about yourself. Like, let our community get to know you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hello everyone. I'm so appreciative of just having the opportunity here to hang out with Kimberly. I feel like we got to know each other really well. And I have to tell y'all, I started my online journey back in 2018. I started my coaching business shortly after. And it has been quite a journey. It has been really enlightening to just learn just the different levels of marketing online. And, I started with network marketing, and it was definitely a learning journey for all of us. And I'm sure all of us that are here taking Kimberly's class, we're all just kind of going through that, right? We go through that journey where we're confused. We don't really know how to get started. And we learn things the hard way, right? So I found success in network marketing, and I started really just taking people on a journey with me. And that's how I started my coaching business. Is I was just sharing what was working for me. And after a while, I found some success starting my membership and just building my brand little by little. As an introvert online, holla at my introverts out there. Sometimes that's tough to do, right? Putting yourself out there. But over time, I realized that I had a ceiling that I didn't really realize was there until I started connecting the dots. So before I really started embarking on this journey with Kimberly, let me know if I'm getting ahead, but
You're good.
before I started embarking on the journey with Kimberly here, I was looking for other ways to really just help me exponentially scale my business. I had a lot of the elements and the starting blocks that was just kind of helping with the foundational pieces of building my brand and network marketing. But I just, as a mom of two, I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. I have a husband, I have a life. My husband and I do this from home full time now. It was just really hard to put myself in multiple places. And maybe some of y'all can relate to that. It's hard to duplicate yourself over and over again and really just get everything that you need done while also scaling and growing your business and thinking ahead, the bigger vision for your business. So I had actually previously invested in another, it was kind of a marketing agency where long story short with that, Kimberly knows that story, but long story short with that, there was not a lot of guidance. I invested several $1,000s just to be like real and transparent. And I found that it just wasn't successful. And so after I got burned through that experience, it was really hard for me to put myself out there and really want to find someone that not only understood where I was, took the time to get to know me, my business, my journey, my goals, and actually help me, right? Actually give you those tools for success. How many of us on here can relate? Maybe we get into that professional student mode, right? Where we take the trainings, right? But we actually don't get into that student driver mode, right? Where we're
Mhm.
actually doing and implementing as we learn, right? So, what's really special about Kimberly, and I'm going to have to just blow you up here because
I didn't tell her to say this.
Kimberly is absolutely incredible because she cares. Okay. Not only does she care, but she understands you on a human level. She makes things make sense for you, no matter what your learning level is. Um, so it immediately changed my perspective when it came to investing in myself, especially when it's a little bit more of an investment than a lot of us tend to look at these things and think, well, what if I invest all this money and it doesn't get me anywhere?
Mhm.
But with Kimberly, it's completely different because she guides you. She doesn't just, give you something to learn and you're just on your own. She's there for you and she helps you understand at your level. And I think that's really what makes Kimberly unique. She's absolutely incredible. I mean, she's brilliant at what she does. And I'm not just blowing her up. It's reality. And this investment that I've made for myself, it's been incredible. We had our first $17,000 launch.
Give
That,
us some love in the comments. Woo! That's awesome,
that was
Janet.
amazing.
Shane, shout out to
And
Jane or Shane.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
I know. My husband, he's the tech guy, right? So
Yeah.
he and I do this together. So it's been an incredible journey because Kimberly not only has given us the validation that, hey, like you're onto something, you got this, but her program is so simple. It's so step by step. A lot of us start our businesses online really with confusion and uncertainty,
Mhm.
not realizing that we need the foundation in order for us to build our house, right? We can't
Right.
build an awesome house, an empire that we all want to build, right? Without the
Mhm.
foundation. And I really think I can say Kimberly's program that's that foundation that you need. So if you're hesitant or if you're wondering and if you're thinking like, I don't know, it's just so much, or it's this or that and the other, or whatever excuses you want to give to yourself, because I also gave myself those excuses. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to ask yourself, what if this went right? What if I took the chance and take a bet on myself and actually went through the program? What could my life look like 12 months from now? And I
Mm.
myself that question because I've only been doing this a few months and it's already changed the direction of my mindset, my ceiling. I feel like I broke through my ceiling that I didn't realize was even there. And
Mhm.
again, you have the incredible guidance of this incredible person who is so passionate about what she does. She's brilliant. So,
Thank you. A
yeah.
little crazy, but in a good way, right?
Good
So
crazy.
you just like nailed that. Every question I was going to ask you. So let's
Sorry.
finish. No, this is great. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so just so authentic. Let's finish with this question.
Sure.
I know you can relate to this for those that are going through this.
Mhm.
There's some here that, okay, we talked about the money and the investment. It's an investment. We get it. We're doing this because we want to learn how to make more money, right? The
Right.
ROI is there. We know it's proven. There's people all around us having success. Okay. The time, it's very bite-sized. Okay, we've addressed that. All right, maybe courageous conversation with the husband. Okay. What about the woman who's watching this, who subconsciously, but it's there, she's doubting herself? She's
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this or will I show up? Can you talk about that? Because I know you've definitely had to, lift your own self up with the self-talk, but can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the self-doubt, Kimberly knows this really well about me, is, it's that self-confidence. And I think every woman can relate to that. Um, and it's been just again validating to be able to, have this access because you don't really know what you don't know. And when you're going through this by yourself, you're always going to have that little thought in your mind, like, can I really do this? Right.
Mhm.
And free resources, YouTubes, workshops left and right. I mean, you can sign up for the next boot camp, try that out for a while and see how it works, right? You can go through these different phases where again, you become that professional student, or you can take the time to really just plug yourself in. That
Mhm.
self-doubt, I think every one of us is always going to have that little bit, but this program really helps you expand upon yourself and really help you believe in yourself because it's working on here. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter what strategies. This is what's unique about this, in my opinion. It doesn't matter what strategy. Kimberly can give you the exact strategy through this 3-day challenge, and you can take it and say, okay, that's great, implement it, or maybe just implement parts of it. But if this isn't adjusted, right? If you're not working on this part, it's really all for nothing, right? Like this is the part that you really want to work on. And that's what's great about this is that even when you go through your self-doubt, you have this that you can kind of rely on and look at, and it's designed to work on this side of you here. Because when you can believe in yourself here and you can work on that, then it's going to show in everything that you do. I hope that makes sense the way that I just verbalized
Yes.
that.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's not what you do, it's who you do who you are when you do it. And
Yeah.
that's why we were laughing about yesterday when she was Raynal was saying, and then it was mindset was the first section. And she's like, what? I want to learn the goods, right? And that's why we start with the mindset piece. And actually at the end of the program, we always hear people go, I can't believe how much my mindset has changed. And that was the missing piece. It was me believing in myself and showing up powerfully. Put me in
Yeah.
the comments if you know in your heart that you're just not showing up. Put me where you're like, I know I'm holding back. I'm afraid to be vulnerable, or I'm just not being bold because I don't know what others will think. Like, put me in the comments if you know that there's part of you that's kind of self sabotaging a little bit there, or that you just want to feel like you're doing it, right? You're just showing up powerfully and being brave on social and also being an energetic match for who you want to attract and who you want to work with. I think that's so important. So thank you, Janet. You're amazing. I love you. I want you guys to go follow her. She is a mini me, meaning we totally teach the same way. Social media, simple. She's all about simple, which we are as well. That's why we're drawn to each other. So please follow Janet, give her some love. Feel free to connect with her and say hello. I love when our communities can, meet, everyone can meet inside the community. So thanks for being here, Janet.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.
Bye,
Okay.
y'all.
How awesome. Like I said, you guys, I want you to visualize yourself being yourself in her shoes, being yourself in her shoes on a future event like this. Like, how magical and powerful could that be? Okay. So look at this. You guys are sharing such wonderful comments below. On Instagram, thanks for being patient with us because I know you can't see the interview. Y'all rock. All right. So I am so excited to share with you guys. We have one final bonus we want to extend to you while we have our programs open. We are celebrating 5 years coming up next month for our Goal Digger Girl company since it began. Because of that, we wanted to do something really generous. And one of the ways we can do that is kind of infusing like a scholarship-based rate into our programs with significant savings for you to make it a no-brainer. We want you to step forward and say yes to yourself. We want you to feel like, okay, where's my sign, right? Where's my sign that it's Janet Parks? And on Facebook, it's Janet Elaine Parks. Where's my sign that this is the right time for me, right? We often are like, where's the sign? This is the sign. Ask my team. We've not ever offered this before. Okay. So what we're going to do is while we have this open through Tuesday at midnight, we are actually going to extend something really special for the students that come into Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, which is our 12-month program where people can get the foundational pieces in place to get to their first 6 figures. We also have Ignited Life Coaching, which is the next level up. And this is for somebody who has the foundational pieces established and they're like, I'm ready for the next level. I want to monetize my brand. I want to launch coaching, courses. I want to do an agency. There's I want to be an author, speaker, podcaster. Like you want to create what I'm creating, right? You're like, I'm going there. We have Ignited Life Coaching. If you're not sure what's the best one for you, we will absolutely tell you. So I want to welcome our new students that have come in. I also want to acknowledge our current students. So say, I'm in 6FB, I'm in ILC, put that in the comments because we love having you in here and see you and appreciate you. So put that in the comments. And we're going to extend one more bonus. Okay. So this is going to be for those that enroll between now and Tuesday night at midnight. And if you've already enrolled, then you get these as well. Okay. Whoop, whoop. All right. So this is what we're going to do. The first thing, actually, I'm going to share screen and show you. So if you're coming into Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, let me show you what we're going to invite you to. Okay. So in April 13th and 14th, we are doing our very first in-person mastermind. So imagine spending 2 days in a room with me and my team and being able, it'll be a decent size, intimate setting. So all your questions will be answered. We'll have the ability for you to get that hot seat coaching, meaning like, this is where I'm at and this is where I'm stuck and I need your hands on my business. I need somebody to like walk alongside me in it. But when you're in person, you guys, this is so cool. Are you ready for this? So back in the day, like if you think about Napoleon Hill, all of those people that he interviewed. So like the greats of our time that were the wealthiest, the first millionaires back in the day, right? They got together and they mastermind. And the definition of mastermind is when people are in a room together. That term came from what they found is that the minds, we actually tap into each other's minds when we're together. That's what a mastermind comes from. And we're able to elevate together. So like when you're with me, you're able to feed off my energy, but you're able to tap into my mind. Isn't that so cool? I feel like that's like out there, but next level amazing. So we're going to do an in-person mastermind. You just have to get yourself there. And you can stay on site, you can stay nearby, you can stay with a friend, but we will be hosting an in-person event. You can come to it. We have the specifics for you. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys where we're going to go because this is what I like to do in my spare time. Like for real, is I like to plan trips. Okay. So everybody who is stepping into Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, and we have options for those of you that are currently in it or alumni, reach out to our team and we can get you the details. So we're going to be going to the Grand Bohemian Hotel in Charleston. Charleston is one of the oldest cities in America. And why this is important is because what we've found is that when we can step into experiences that are maybe luxurious, and if you're on Instagram, where you can Google the Grand Bohemian Hotel, when you step into a place that is luxurious, is beautiful, is just maybe different than, the local hotel that you always go to with your family, right? We actually calibrate to a higher level. So we wanted to host it in a place that would be so Instagram worthy, where you could get some fabulous photos. But most importantly, it's going to be a time for you to get together. Okay. So we're going to collaborate. We're going to mastermind. I'm going to pour into you guys for 2 straight days. So this is the bonus we're offering, the mastermind event for those stepping into Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy. Okay. For those of you that are stepping into Ignited Life Coaching, or if you're in 6FB and you want to upgrade, also if you're an alumni and you've done our programs before, reach out to your contact at Team Gold Digger, or you can email us at thegolddiggergirl@gmail.com. We actually have something special for alumni as well. So for the program options. So reach out to our team and we can help you guys out with that. So this is for Six Figure Breakthrough. If you are stepping into Ignited Life Coaching, it's a step up. And so the experience is a step up as well. Okay, so this 6FB is a 2-day in April. For Ignited Life Coaching, it is a come in Thursday evening. We'll be together Thursday evening, all day Friday, all day Saturday, leave on Sunday. This is the week after Mother's Day. This one, we actually cover accommodations. So for Ignited Life Coaching, we cover accommodations. So this is really cool. We'll have a bunch of beach houses in Gulf Shores, I think it's called. Is that what it is? There's like Orange Beach and Gulf Shores. So why this is important? We've actually found that the average entrepreneur is so stuck in the weeds, they're drowning. Okay, this is where the overwhelm comes in, which we're going to talk about today. What you need to do is you need to put a pause on your life, okay? You need to come and you need to smell the ocean. You need to feel your heartbeat slow down. But most importantly, you need to take some time to work on your business. Okay, so we've got some really cute little places that we've rented, okay? Oh, you guys can't see that one. Oh, wait, did I miss one? Yeah, here's another one. How cute are these? I'm like, can I just buy one of these and rent them out? Hashtag goals. I'm going to just buy a mansion and then we'll host all our retreats there. Okay. My husband's like, really? I'm like, yes, this is what vision boarding is, right? But imagine coming here. It's a beautiful location, being in this cozy setting with each other. And I will tell you guys that we have had so many friendships formed when we've done these in-person retreats. This is our third year for Ignited Life Coaching Retreat. Who's been to retreat? Let us know if you've been to retreat. Put it in the comments. Tell everybody what it was like to come and spend time with me and the team, okay? We're actually going to work on all facets of your business. So it's going to be workshop style, hot seat style. You'll be able to, grab me and say, hey, Kimberly, I have a question. That is so powerful to get that time in person. We've actually had massive business breakthroughs happen at retreats. I actually just went to something in Florida. Last minute, God was like, you need to go to Florida. I'm like, what? My schedule's full. Go to Florida. Okay. So I went to Florida, huge breakthrough. Like I'm literally changing my entire schedule in my whole life. So you guys, I can't stress that enough. Okay. Everybody who enrolls into Six Figure Breakthrough, you can put 6FB in the comments if you want to get the link to register or look at the options for that. We have a paid in full option where you'll get significant savings for that. I am going to extend a one-to-one call with those who register through, I'll go ahead and extend it through the end of this because I can't help myself. I don't know what it is. It's the giver in me. So if you enroll between now and Tuesday night at midnight and pay in full, you'll get a one-to-one call with me, and that's worth at least $3,000. Okay. So 6FB, just put 6FB in the comments if you need to register for that. You're going to get the 2-day mastermind at Charleston. You'll take care of your own accommodations. Okay. But you get the 2 full days with me and the team. And then those stepping into Ignited Life Coaching, you can put ILC in the comments, and that will include the beach retreat, and the accommodations are covered for that. You just need to get yourself there. Okay. So just come take a time out, take time for yourself. When's the last time you've done that? Especially if you're a mom, you're like wearing the same bra for 10 years. Okay. It's time to do something for yourself, ladies. So we're going to do that. And then the other thing we're going to do is everyone who enrolls for Six Figure Breakthrough before we shut everything down Tuesday night are going to get a branding package. The branding package is going to include your logo, your colors, your fonts, your Facebook cover, your Facebook group cover, just some social media templates that you can use to make your posts, your graphics, all the content inside your Facebook group, Instagram. You'll be able to use your assets for that. And so you're going to get a branding package. And so this will be really great for those of you that are like, I know my stuff needs some work, really important. And then for those of you, and that package is worth, a couple thousand, okay? Branding package, if you pay someone to do a branding package, it's gonna vary. For those that come into Ignited Life Coaching, because obviously it's a higher investment level and you're at a different place in your business, most likely. Hey, Kelly, what's up? Ignited Life Coaching, you're going to get a full branding package. It's a $15,000 value, and it's going to include everything we just talked about, but you're also going to get everything else you need for your business for if you're going to be doing challenges, master classes. So you're going to get your landing pages done. You're going to get your email series written for you. You're going to get all the different pieces that you need for your brand. The list is extensive. We should probably get a document on that. It's massive. I mean, there's 3 or 4 phases to it, and you actually work with a branding expert. We have 2 that we partner with. And so you'll be assigned to work with one person. And then we do those VIP day style. So you work on it for a full day and then you're done. Okay. So it's if you've been meaning to do it and you're like, I keep putting it off, we actually make it part of the program. And that way you can start to get some traction with your brand on social right away. Yeah, it's worth 15,000 or more. I mean, it's incredible. Okay. So we're going to offer that as well. I've been dying to tell you about this. I was so excited to tell you guys because I knew for a lot of you really need this. Okay. All right. So who's excited for day 3? Who's excited to really learn all about conversions, like how to make those sales, right? Who is excited about that? Let me know in the comments, okay? And I don't know if I told you, but put ILC in the comments if you want info on that. All right, great. So I'm super pumped to be able to really work with you guys. And these are 12-month programs. So it's going to give you the time, the space, and the actual like full plan. Also, Steph, if you don't mind posting it in the group and putting it in Guide 7, I have an info session I'm going to do tomorrow morning. I think it's at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Central. I'm going to do a Q&A Zoom for our programs. So if you are one of those people who are like, but I have some questions, Kimberly, like, I don't know if this is right for me, which program, or I want to see the curriculum, like you want the details, then I've created some space in my schedule for you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So we have a Zoom schedule. Anyone can come to it. Just come, sit, be a fly on the wall. You can turn your camera off. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So we have that for those that need some support. You can also DM me. Okay. Or if you're chatting with someone from our team, they can help you out. Okay. Day 3, let's rock and roll. Offering valuable content daily will keep my group engaged and allow me to nurture them from a cold lead to a hot prospect. Okay. Put that in your notes, fill in the blanks. Content, engaged, prospect. Offering valuable content daily will keep my group engaged and allow me to nurture them from a cold lead to a hot prospect. All right. So how many of you are new to me? Someone introduced you to me and said, you got to go check out her stuff, but you feel like you know me by the end of this week together. I guess it's really been 3 days. How many of you feel like you know me? You're like, I know her. Or we've met in person, because I know I recognize a lot of you on here. You've come to our in-person events. And when you met me, it was so easy to just give me a hug because it felt like hugging a close friend. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, I know this woman. Okay. That's the power of what we can create virtually through social media. So if anyone thinks social media is surface or toxic, I don't agree with that at all. I have met the most incredible people. My best friends I've met through social media. I've only met them a handful of times in person, and we voice memo like every day. That's powerful. Okay. Yeah. So that's what you can do inside of your Facebook group. Conversation to conversion. Over time, I will build up my know, like, and trust factor. 90% of buyers need more time and more information before making a purchase or joining a business opportunity. So the blanks there are factor in buyers. So what we want to do is we want to know that this is a process. We're not going to do the flash sales anymore. Okay. We're not like, come to my VIP group and get my flash sales. You might have been getting sales from that. And the reason why you're here right now is because it's not working for you anymore, or it's not duplicatable. Okay. So what we want to think about is the long haul. We want to think about something sustainable. And 90% of the time, buyers need more time. Decision makers need more time. Most people need more time. And what do? We get upset. Who here has asked somebody to take a look at their business opportunity and the person either didn't answer them, said they'll get back to them, said not right now, said no, and we were like crushed? I want you to put me in the comments. Like, you were crushed. You were like, oh. Why were you crushed? Because you put yourself out there, you were vulnerable, and you're labeling it as rejection. This is why people don't like sales. They don't like that feeling. What if, and this is mindset work, what if we could look at it differently and say, I'm going to reach out to this person and I'm going to let them know what I do, and they're most likely not ready right now. This is the beginning of our conversation. Would that change everything for you if you started looking at it that way? And what if you taught your people on your team, or if you're working with clients, what if you taught others? Okay, I don't know if I shared with you guys, but I invested almost 6 figures to work with a coach. So we started working together, and I shared with this the other day, I spent $500,000 in coaching the last few years, but this coach, almost 6-figure investment. Okay. And I started following her on Instagram. I had a chance to meet her. And actually in the conversation, I realized, oh, that's exactly what I need. I want to work with her. Okay. And then I asked her a question, and she realized that I wanted to know more about working with her. We did a call, and she said, would you like to, I'd love to work with you. Would you like to move forward? And I knew that I wanted to work with her. It wasn't like she wasn't holding her breath going, oh, I hope Kimberly says yes. Okay. She knew I was either going to say yes, or I was going to say, I'm not ready, right? I'm not ready yet. Either I can't make that investment financially, or I'm just mentally, I'm not ready to make this commitment, because it's a year commitment and you meet weekly. That's a big commitment. So what if you went about it saying, you know what, when the person's ready, they're going to say yes. I don't have to convince. I don't have to be pushy. I don't have to be that annoying person who's like, come on, this will change your life. No, if you feel yourself saying any of that crap, you are convincing. Okay. It's desperate energy. You can sense it. What if you realize it was part of the process? Okay. When my friend asked me to join her network marketing team, she followed up with me the 8th time I said yes. She knew that she's actually very good at recruiting and sales. She knew it's part of the process. The first time I share this with Kimberly, she's going to be like, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to do that. So if you change your perspective on it, it's going to change everything for you. Just focus on getting to know people, building up the know, like, and trust factor, and knowing that they need to know what you do. You need to let them know what you do, but letting go of the outcome. Write that down in your notes. I am letting go of the outcome. Let go of the outcome. Some will, some won't. So what? Just move on. Okay, guys, don't put so much into this. If it's feeling like catastrophic every time you share what you do with somebody, you are telling, it's there. The energy is showing you that you have not a great relationship with this process. You're also probably not telling enough people about it. So it's feeling very weighted. Like, this is very important that this person says yes, or I can't pay my mortgage. Okay. There's a different energy there. When I was, my last year in network marketing, I was working towards a really big rank. It was really important to me. It'd been on my vision board. I wanted to hit this rank. It was like a milestone for me. It just meant something to me. And I realized, okay, like, in order to do this, I'm going to have to even do more recruiting. And I recruit in double digits each month. I was like, okay, I need even more, because I knew when you recruit 10, you have 1 or 2 do anything, right? So what I did is I said, all right, I'm really going to focus on working with some people and developing them into leaders. They get to mentor with me. Okay. So when I started talking to people, I said, oh, by the way, I'm going to work closely with 5 people over the next 6 months. This is the people who are going to develop into leaders. I'm going to be removing myself a bit from the team. I want to develop these leaders so they can run the team. That's the level that I'm looking at. Do you see yourself there? That you want to learn how to do that? And they were like, yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, I would love to work with you at that level. Do you see how the postures changed in that versus me being like, April, Brittany, Allison, did you look at the video yet? Hey, we have a sale. Hey, do you want to join? Come on, this will be really good. You'd be so amazing at this. You see the difference? I was like, hey, you get to work with me. You get to mentor under me. And if you're like, but I don't have a team yet. Yeah, you're talking about the team you're building. You're talking about the team you're building. If you don't have the vision in your mind of this team that you're building, no wonder you're not recruiting. You don't have anything in your mind. In order for things to be created and brought into fruition, you have to create them first in your mind. That's why we do mindset first in our programs. So in your mind, you have the team. You see yourself running the Zoom meetings. You see leaders stepping up saying they want more. You see yourself as someone who's leading other people, and you're great at it. If you don't have that figured out in your head, in your mind, in your vision, you're not going to attract people. You're not going to recruit people. They don't see you that way because you don't see yourself that way. So this is really important. That's why I'm sitting here for a minute. And this is with anything that you do. If you're in coaching and you're like, oh, I just don't know why I'm not getting clients. How are you seeing yourself? Are they lucky to work with you? I know that we have one of the best coaching programs in the world. That's a bold statement. And I know a lot of you do coaching. I know what's out there and I know what we deliver. And I know what results our clients are getting, our students are getting. You sense that from me. So if you're a coach, are you putting that out there? If somebody doesn't enroll in your program and you're like, oh my gosh, I suck. Okay. This is huge. The mindset work is everything. Okay. The last blank in our workbook is consistency. Consistency will be my secret sales weapon. Consistency will be my secret sales weapon. Okay. Consistency is everything. This next thing I'm going to say to you, some of you need to hear it. And you've been giving yourself an excuse. You've been giving yourself an out. You have been quitting on things. You've been doing the stop go, you're not following through, so you need to hear this, and I'm just going to say it because I know you need to hear it. If you feel overwhelmed, you have to learn how to break that pattern, okay? Because it is self-sabotaging your success. The moment you say you're overwhelmed, you shut down. And it's an excuse, meaning you go, I'm just overwhelmed, I can't handle this. I'm so overwhelmed. You go to your spouse, your upline, your team or whatever, you're like, I'm just so overwhelmed. I just can't. That's self-sabotage. You have to learn how to break that pattern. And there are ways to break those patterns. We all get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed. It's normal, okay? You're not going to escape the overwhelm. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is how do you respond to that? You shut down? Do you give up? Do you quit? Do you stop working on your Instagram reels and the traction you're finally getting over there because you're overwhelmed by social media and all the apps and all the things? Okay, that being paralysis, it is self-sabotage. Procrastination, it is self-sabotage. So if you don't break that cycle or learn how to do it, you're just going to keep doing it. Okay. Some of you that really landed with you, and I want you to sit with that. Okay. It would be good to journal on that. And it's not to beat yourself up. It's to say, dang, self-awareness is powerful. Okay. It's huge. It's freedom. All right. Next section. I will create more opportunities for conversations by utilizing the following. Number one, a pinned welcome post. A pinned welcome post. So remember this, a confused mind does nothing. So if you have a Facebook group and you finally get somebody in there and they come inside and they're like, what do I do? Who here has been invited to a Facebook group and you got in and you were just like, I don't get what's happening here right now. Like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what this is all about. And you left. I do that every time, even if I'm just searching groups to find, different places to connect with people, I'll get in and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's happening here, and I'll leave. A confused mind does nothing. So we want right away for people to come in and know exactly what to do. So on that Facebook cover, we did not get into making your cover or anything like that. On it though, you're going to want a call to action, something like watch the pinned video and say hi below. Introduce yourself below, watch the welcome video. Give them a call to action. That way when they get in, they know what to do, okay? So number one, a pinned welcome post. We recommend a video, like I said, where you're introducing yourself, telling everyone why you meet the group, have them introduce themselves, tell them what they can expect inside the group, okay? You could even say, go ahead and introduce yourself below, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, what you do, and then head to guide number one. And then what happens is they're like, okay, they put their information down, and they go to guide number one, and now they're working through the guides. Number two, we're going to privately message each new member. Okay, we're going to privately message each new member. So we have Roxanne. She's a new member in our Facebook group, and I message her. Hey, Roxanne, I saw that you just joined Gold Digging Boss Babes. So excited to have you in here. You're going to love it. I would love to, point you in the right direction inside the Facebook group so you can make the most of it. Tell me a little bit about you and what you do. Like, what had you come into the community? And Roxanne, this is not true, but let's say Roxanne's like, I sell cat sweaters and I really want to sell my cat sweaters on Etsy. Okay. And I'm like, I don't have anything on Etsy. Like, I don't have an Etsy shop. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on YouTube, and we actually added this to Six Figure Breakthrough, by the way, if any of you want to do Etsy or Shopify or any of that, because we had a student actually say, I want to do Etsy. We were like, Diane Muller actually did all the trainings on it. We were like, okay, we don't have this in here. We'll go ahead and add it. So we do add new stuff to our programs all the time when it's needed or new things come up. So I went on YouTube for Roxanne, go on YouTube, how to get started, how to not sell cat sweaters, but how to selling 101 on Etsy. I'm either going to watch it real quick and I'm going to give her some pointers, or I'm going to send her the YouTube video. Okay. So I'm going to send her the YouTube video and say, hey, this looks awesome. It's short, 10 minutes. Looks like a great starting point. And then in the interim, go ahead and head here, because I want to make sure you also have a social media presence, so that way we can drive leads to your shop that way too. Okay. So my point is, when you are talking to people in Messenger, you want to add value. Maybe there's a podcast episode you've done lately get them a link for that, or training you've done. The other cool thing is if you have a training inside your Facebook group that's relevant for them, tag them on it, and then you can share it in Messenger for them. But that's going to revive that Facebook Live as well. Okay. But welcome each person, or privately message each person. And number 3 is we're going to welcome new members weekly. This is another way to create conversation. We're going to welcome new members weekly. And you can automatically do this with the features inside of the group, or you can, create your own post for this. And yeah, having a welcome gift, that's a great thing as well. I love that. And so why this is so powerful is people feel seen when you acknowledge them, you reach out, you tag them. I mean, when's the last time you've had your name said out loud in a group setting, right? It's in college when there was like roll call or whatever it was called. It's just not what we have happening anymore as adults. So having their name called with a shout out in a post, people notice that. Especially if you have a group where there's a few people each week, it's like, oh, cool, I'm one of 3. Like, I feel really special. Okay. Number 4 is we're going to acknowledge our top 10 most active members. Each month, it doesn't have to be 10, by the way, it might be 3 to start, but I want you to acknowledge your top 3, 5, 10 most active members. You can do this on a weekly basis. You can do it on a monthly basis, but you're going to announce it in the group, and people will naturally compete. We talked about this the other day, but it's in the settings area of your Facebook group. Remember, let me Google that for you. So go Google it if you don't know where it's at. But what's really cool is that that's also another way to create engagement and really get people to stay and want to be a part of the community. Number 5 is to utilize the guides so newbies get a quick win. Utilize the guide section so your new members, your newbies, they get a quick win. We want them to come in and right away know what to do. You're going to want to make sure what you share with them is action-based. And then when they take that action, they get the result. So let's say you have a group all about building confidence and mindset mastery, and it's really helping that mom to be able to win and set her day up for success, and she's just feeling like she's got all her ish together. Okay. So in the guides, your very first video is morning hacks to set your day up for success. So you have a video in there and you talk about, this is something I want you to do. I want you to notice throughout the day when you have a negative thought, something negative about yourself, I want you to replace it with a positive thought just for one day. And then I want you to come back here and comment on this video. So what happens is you've given them a specific action step that they can implement that day, and you give them homework and to tell them to come back. So for those that are like, okay, yes, they like that accountability, you automatically create accountability. By the way, that's automation. They are going to come back to the video, which is going to boost that video up. More people are going to see it in the group, and now they're going to go to the next one. So if you can create an experience where they're working through your guide section, but there's homework, there's action steps, they're getting a feel of what it's like to work with you. Sorry, Instagram. Phone call coming in hot. Isn't that weird? I feel like there's got to be a way to fix that. Like, don't call me. Okay. That's number 5. So what I have for you is a bonus tip. So I want you to friend them. Even if they were referred by somebody else and they came into your Facebook group, I want you to friend them. Okay. This is how I know my entire friends list. I actually know, this is super weird, but I have just on my personal profile, I obviously have about 5,000 friends. There's like 13,000 people that follow my personal profile because obviously we have our Gold Digger business page. When people comment on my wall, I recognize right away if I don't recognize them. I know immediately. I'm like, who's that? And I'll go look at their profile. Sure enough, we're not friends. I know my entire friends list. How is that possible? Okay. I know most of our group members. That's so many people. Our brain has that capacity to do that over time. And that's what's so cool about social. We keep expanding. So my bonus tip for you is to friend your group members. And this way you can really get to know them. But you know what happens is when you friend them, if they friend you back, which most likely they will, now they're going to see your content. Okay. So if you sell something, you're going to be promoting stuff in your reels, your stories on your wall once in a while, in your lives, you're touching on that stuff. You're sharing it. You're letting people know what you do, right? They're going to see that. And they're way more likely to engage with your content if you friended them, and they're more likely to show back up in your Facebook group, which is so cool. Okay. Isn't that awesome? I love how it all comes together. By being consistent with my content, interaction, and conversations, okay, so the first blank is conversations, I will create an engaged community that knows, likes, and trusts me. By being consistent with my content, interaction, and conversations, I will create an engaged community that knows, likes, and trusts me. And Steph, as amazing as always, has the blanks for you if you're on Facebook. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be consistent with our content. We can all control that, okay? We're also going to be consistent with interaction. So we're going to reply to comments. We're going to engage. We're really going to get to know our members. And we're also going to be consistent with conversations. Money is made through relationships, and relationships happen through conversation. Why do we feel like if we want to catch up with a friend, we call each other or we meet for coffee? It's the conversation that strengthens the relationship. So if you're terrified of Messenger, or you won't use the voice memo thing, or you're just like, people, you got to work on that, okay? Because that's where sales come from, is people. I will create an engaged community that knows, likes, and trusts me. So with this engaged community, we're building that trust. We're creating true community. It's, again, that idea of people sitting around the campfire, okay? The next section says automation will never outperform personal connection in Facebook groups. Just remember that, because we love automation tools. I just found another one I'm so excited about. I'm like, I have got to do a training on this. So that will be coming sometime in March. But there's a lot of automation that you can do where you can, the things you're doing over and over again that a VA can do or a tool can do. Yes, it has its place. The part that doesn't have its place for automation is the human connection and building the relationships. We don't want to automate that. Okay. All right. So keep that in mind as you're building this out. All right. Selling strategies. All of the content I shared inside of the Facebook group will be positioned so that what I am selling will be the next logical step. Okay. The next logical step. And so we're going to finish with the sale. Okay. You're going to finish with what you sell. You are going to end up there with these people in your group. Okay. What mistake I see happening every day is that most people start there. They start with the sale. They're like, but if I don't put my sales up, how will people know about my sales? They know about your sales. Put them on a text list, put them on an email list, put them in a group chat on Messenger. That's not what the group is for. Okay. It's just not. So you can create a situation, a path where they get there. But what happens is if you try to sell first, it doesn't work because people shut down and they don't like being sold to, or you'll get a sale here and there and then it fizzles out. Okay. So let me share with you, we'll actually pass the action steps, go to the next page in your workbook for the examples. Okay. So, and then we'll go back to the action steps. So for your workbook, it'll say examples of what I'm talking about. So what we want to do is we always want to have something first that we're drawing people to that leads to the sale. So you can ask yourself, okay, if I sell nutritional supplements, I know a lot of you sell health and wellness products. What could come before that I could promote? So it could be, in this example, I put a meal plan giveaway. So could you, inside your Facebook group or on your wall, do it out on social to drive people to the group, but could you do a meal plan giveaway? And you could say, hey, I put together a 30-day meal plan. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, and gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, whatever. It's got some alternative options for all the different diet types out there. And it's plant-based, super, super simple, kid-friendly. I'm going to do a giveaway for this meal plan. Okay. And you can do a call to action for people to get into the giveaway. Okay. Yes. And if you have specific questions, bring those to VIP. We're going to do VIP right in here in a little bit. So just put VIP in the comments if you still need to jump in. I think most of you have gotten in because we have like 150 people registered for VIP, which is awesome. That's great, you guys. I love seeing your excitement. So yes, bring your questions to VIP. So you could do a meal plan giveaway. Okay, so we've got a meal plan giveaway, or maybe you want to give it to everyone, almost like a freebie. Okay, we've got the meal plan. That would make sense, right? If you have nutritional supplements. Okay. You have your people who are winning the meal plan. So maybe you put a post up in your group and you're like, hey, I have a meal plan. I want to give it away. Do you guys want it? It's just a freebie. Me. Okay. Sarah comments me, I want the freebie. I want the meal plan. Awesome. You're going to message Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I saw you wanted the meal plan. I want to get this over to you. I do want to make sure you're utilizing it to the, to its fullest. Tell me a little bit about what's going on. What has you wanting this meal plan? And Sarah's like, yeah, I just had a baby. I've got some baby weight to lose. And I want to make sure I'm like nourishing my body as well, obviously. Okay. So, my baby just turned 1 and I'm ready to just really take care of myself. Okay. Awesome. Now we have some intel. We have her pain point. She had a baby. She wants to lose some weight. She's drawn to the meal plan because of that. Great. Here's the meal plan. Here's the best way to use it. There's some instructions on the top. Also, I want to let you know that's actually what I do is I work with moms to help them lose the baby weight, or if they're navigating weight gain during menopause, all the seasons of life. But that's actually what I do. Let me know if I can get you some info on some supplementation that can really make the most of this meal plan. If she's open, she's going to be like, yes, that's great. I go to the, I'm wandering around at the grocery store and I don't know what supplements to take, or I see stuff on TV. I don't know if people put supplements on TV anymore, but I'm searching on Amazon and I'm just lost. Okay, great. She's a lead. She's qualified. She wants what you have. Boom, you're in business. If she's like, no, I'm good. Not right now. Some will, some won't. So what? But we know she now knows that that's what we do. We help moms lose the baby weight. We do, we're influencers for a health and wellness company. And that's what we do. We work with moms to help them lose that weight. That's how easy this is. Okay. Now, why does that work? Because it's offering value. You're allowed to open up a conversation. If you give something to someone, you're allowed to receive. Write that down. If you give something, you are allowed to receive. Okay. You don't have to give and not receive. Some of you are just not even comfortable with receiving. So you're just like pushing away sales. Okay. So give, so you feel good, especially if you're a yellow personality, give, and then be open to receiving. Okay. And so there's an exchange of value. No one's feeling like someone got the short end of the stick. Okay. She'll be like, oh, cool. Good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Or she'll be like, yeah, I need some stuff. Hook a sister up. Okay. All right. So that's an example. Another example is if you, let's say you have a Instagram content planner that you sell, or a course or something. Could you do a 5-day Instagram challenge? And then in the challenge say, hey guys, if you want my full course, I actually have an Instagram planner, as we called it. I have an Instagram content planner you can get. Do you want that? That will help you a lot. There you go. I also wrote down an example. If you have a DMO cheat sheet, okay? So say you put together a DMO cheat sheet, it's your daily method of operations. And people, you say to people, hey, you want this cool DMO cheat sheet that I made? It's going to help you crush your day. Okay. And they say, yes, I want it. Message them. Hey, I have the cheat sheet for you. Tell me a little bit about why you want this. Like what's going on in your business? And they're like, I'm a mess. I have no plan. I have no systems. Oh, well, let me help you with that. Let's talk through that. And they are potentially someone who could join your business opportunity if you're network marketing. You're like, really? Yes. That's literally, I have a friend who literally built her entire team by putting free resources out like that, having a conversation about it, and then inviting them to check out her business opportunity. Okay. And that's obviously, if somebody's not happy where they are, right? If they're happy where they are, great. Give them the DMO cheat sheet, let them be happy where they are, and maybe they can become a customer, or maybe they can become a client later on. And then the last example on here is if you have a coaching program, could you promote like a personal branding ebook and say, here's my free ebook, and people say they want it. And then you could say, hey, to help you best utilize this ebook and really make the most of it with your brand, I'd love to extend a complimentary 20-minute strategy session where we can just look at your brand right now and I'll give you some pointers. Do the strategy session with them and give them some pointers and say, yeah, and if you want a full package done for you, or you want someone to take over your brand completely, that's what I do. So let me know if you'd like to talk more about that. That's it. Some will, some won't. So what? Let's just take a breath here, okay? And let it all out. Just nice deep breath in. Just let it out. Let all the expectations go. Let all the icky feelings around sales go. Let all the pressure go. Stop pressuring yourself. Go play that song. The OG song, Stop Pressuring Yourself. Stop pressuring yourself. The pressure is not helping you. It's just not. Okay. It's literally pushing away what you want. So let it go. Just relax. Okay. Put value out there. Put some of this stuff together. Okay. If you don't know how to make lead magnets or freebies, that is in Six Figure Breakthrough. Those that are doing Ignited Life Coaching, you also get Six Figure Breakthrough. I forgot to mention that. So you get Six Figure Breakthrough as well, and we'll just customize your experience. But in sixth semester of Six Figure Breakthrough, we get into lead magnets. I have, I think 6 different, the most popular forms of lead magnets, and we have examples for you. Okay. So if you don't know how to do that, the lead magnet and the landing pages, we have all that done. Okay. We'll show you how to do that. So your action items are to complete your pinned welcome post, to brainstorm ideas for a freebie that you can promote, a challenge, an ebook, something like that, and begin posting in your group now. That's your action item. Okay. So I want at least one post up before we close this down on Tuesday. I'm going to do a bonus training for you. If you guys look in your workbook, 2:00 Central on Monday. 2:00 Central on Monday, I'm going to do a bonus training. I'm going to come right in here, same setup. I'll come on, let me think. Yeah, I can do it on Instagram as well because we won't be screen sharing too much. So I'll do it on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, inside of our Facebook group. So 2:00 Central, I'm going to do a bonus, creating a killer challenge. This is my favorite way to sell inside of a Facebook group. The reason being is the way I have it set up, you're going to be able to share what you have to offer in a non-selling, spammy way and invite people to take that next step with you. You're going to love it. And it creates excitement inside of your group. So you have things to focus on every month, especially if you have a team. But it's also going to allow you to have something intentional on the books every month that you can invite to outside of the Facebook group to create consistent growth. Every month that I've had my Facebook groups, I've had them for over 4 years now, coming up on 5 this fall. We've had growth every single month this whole time. So in order to have consistent growth, how are you doing that, right? People are inviting to and referring, but also we're doing stuff inside of our communities each month that people want to be a part of. So if you want that consistent growth, you're going to want to ask yourself, are you doing things inside of those that people actually want? Okay. So I want to remind you guys, and Steph has the homework in the do we have a homework pin for this? I feel like we do. Yeah, we do. Okay. Hashtag homework day 3. You're going to post your homework on there. We'll put that in guide number 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave up all the videos until Tuesday night at midnight. Our programs are open right now, and then we're closing them down. You will not see this offer until our next 5-year anniversary, and it won't be the same price points. And just to give you an idea, our just like anything, right? The prices go up over time, just like any program. So this is your opportunity. If you're looking for your sign, it's now. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Six Figure Breakthrough and Ignited Life Coaching open until Tuesday night at midnight. For those of you that step into these programs, as a bonus, you're going to get a branding package, program specific that I shared with you, and an in-person experience program specific to what I share. So if you're like, what did she say? You can message our team, message me. We do have an info session tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central on Zoom. We'll put that in the guide section as well. So if you're like, okay, what's covered in these programs? Like, I want to see the back office. We use Teachable to keep track of all of your progress that you'll get to work off of. So you want to see the Teachable boards. And I'm actually doing a refresh on the curriculum and the content in Q2. So this is a great time to come and step in and be a part of this because obviously you guys know social media changes every 5 seconds. So we're always putting new stuff in there as well. So at the end of the day, just ask yourself this, and Janet mentioned this. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, 12 months from now, and say, what will be different for me? How will I be different? And how am I going to learn how to do that and really overcome the things that are holding me back, but really get the roadmap and the blueprint and stop struggling and fumbling and watching a bunch of free trainings. Like how are you going to have the whole plan A to Z laid out for you? So you don't have to think about it and try to be like a business coach. You can just go in and learn how to build your business. Doesn't that feel good? Thinking about having somebody else figure all this out for you and then just tell you what they learned. That's what I'm here to do with myself and the team. Okay. So I just want to give a shout out to Team Goal Digger for all the behind the scenes that you guys do. We're not officially done because we're going to come in and do a bonus training on Monday, but I just want to tell you guys, thank you for allowing us to put together such a beautiful, powerful, masterclass here that we do, because we put a lot of effort into these because we really believe in this powerful powerful experience that we have for you guys. So with that being said, we're going to go over to VIP, and I want to encourage you to say yes to yourself, yes to your future, make that investment, and we will be on the other side with open arms, ready to walk alongside you as you step into this powerful version of yourself so you can totally crush it. So thanks again for being a part of this. We're going to VIP next, and then I will see everyone else Monday at 2 o'clock Central. Great job, guys. And as always, until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon. My company is called The Goal Digger Girl, and we serve female entrepreneurs, teaching them how to use social media. So simple systems, online strategies, and sales and marketing. So really anyone who wants to be able to take their brick and mortar online or maybe scale their business, monetize their personal brand, we teach them exactly how to do it through social media. For me personally, I was a selfish reason to come onto social. I was flying all over the country. I was doing weekend events. I was missing my kids. I just was missing all the things. And I thought, gosh, if I could do this from my cell phone, that's going to allow me to have that time freedom. So that's why I got on. But when I started having these different niches, different industries of women coming, I realized anybody can sell on social. Anyone can build a business. As we've seen, we really don't know what the future looks like. So being able to pivot and take your maybe brick and mortar offline and add an online dimension can be so powerful for anyone. The ultimate mission is to allow women to own their voice, own their worth, and know that they can make a difference. If we can ignite a fire in others, then they're going to show up differently. They're going to show up as a different wife, a different mom. And that starts to impart that, change in a community. And with social media, I mean, you literally can impact people all around the world. So what kind of gets me out of bed in the morning and keeps me up late at night is this drive that I have to ignite the fire in others, to inspire change, lasting change for themselves, their families, their communities, and eventually, I really think we can change the world. For those that are wanting to know more about what we do and how they can get into our community, head to our website, thegoldiggergirl, GOAL.com, and you're going to see a spot to enroll into our free community and come hang out with us. We have content. I do brand new trainings in there every single week. We have guest trainers. And then follow me anywhere on social for new content. I am literally on every platform. You can find me at The Goal Digger Girl on Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, wherever you're hanging out. I'd love to connect with you. Definitely shoot me a DM and say hello.